Hi, today we're going to cover one of our onboard journals with our Greenhouse Gala DSP paper. And I'm starting from scratch to show you how easy it is to cover anything. The first thing that I do is I measure the journal, and this happens to be 8 1/4 by 5 3/4, and I like to go 1/2 inch over each edge. So my first measurement's going to be 6 1/4 by, and I'm going to have a 1/2 inch on each edge except for the spiral bound side. So I'm going to add a full inch to the 8 1/4, which would be 9 1/4. So I'm going to cut my 9 1/4 first with our paper cutter, and then 6 1/4. We're going to be using 2 sheets for this project today. I'm going to show you how to get your spiral edge on your DSP paper so you don't have that little thing hanging off the edge of the journal that pokes an extra hole if you don't watch what you're doing. So I make a mark with my pencil right here, and then I'll have to snip it to get our spiral punch. Has a little notch right here in the corner, and I just slide that cut piece that I just did right where that notch is and start. And I'll be coming back over to fix that. You just put in, go all the way down, well, not all the way down, but to where it's going to stop. And what I like to do is come over and check, and yep, that's perfect. See that? Turn this over, and that's how you get the last one right there. This is so easy to do. I use snail with our DSP paper because it just sticks to everything. You don't have to cover the whole thing because we're going to be covering the inside. Just go through. It goes right into our spiral. It fits perfectly. Then we'll turn it over. Now you have this edge hanging. We'll bring it up. Use your bone folder to get it nice and crisp. I'm going to show you how to dog ear so you don't have a big lump on the corners. This is such a great gift to give anybody. They can journal in it. You can make it a small mini photo album. Some people like to cut on the corner here. I don't like to do that. I just cut some little notches so it totally covers the edge. I don't like the corner of my book to be showing unless I am trying to make it look really well worn. Put some snail on the flaps. There we go. Now we'll see if we have some left over. You just trim this off just a little bit. We have this extra piece here, and yes, it's going to fit. We're going to have to trim about probably 3/8 of an inch off one side and So I said this was 8 1/4. So we'll trim it down to 8 and it'll completely cover the inside of the book. And that will also help adhere, but we are going to have to punch it with our spiral bound. If you don't want to punch it, then you cut off more, but I like to keep that covered. So we'll do the same thing I did before. You just place it here, make your mark. You have to snip it. And I always do everything up or on the side that's not going to show, that I don't have to worry about erasing marks or anything. Just come down. The spiral punch is one of my most favorite punches. And it's so simple. And like I said, I always come back to check to see, yep, I got to do more. One more on each side. Yes. And then I flip it over to get that last one. I would suggest putting your snail on the inside of the cover so you don't overlap on the journal. You don't get any sticky spots. And just press it in with your fingers again. If you need a little bit of help, go ahead and use your pencil. And there you go. It's so pretty. I guess I could have used the opposite color. And for the ribbon, I'm using Poppy Parade linen poly stitch ribbon. I'm going to have to use my pencil to help me get it through here. I'm going to do it a little bit differently this time. I don't want it to move. I'm going to do a really simple knot. It's either hold it with my finger, do the opposite to go over. Trim my ends. And there you go. So if I were going to add a cute pen or pencil to this, I would have, this is what I'm saying, the snail works so well. I'm not going to be able to put that over. Okay. So now we're going to cover the back the same way with the same measurements. You can change the paper if you'd like. I just really like this design. I'm going to show you how you add an easy pen holder, which is sometimes hard to remember. Snail is still good, and I'm adding the same color ribbon, about 2 inches long. I want my pen to be up towards the top. I use snail. I'm going to use some more snail on the inside of it. I'm going to put the pen that I'm going to use in there to make sure I don't make it too small. Press down. And then put some more snail on top of that. Grab my cover piece. Like I said, it's easier to put the snail on the inside of the piece you're going to cover with, and you don't get any sticky spots. Piece it in, and then just push in all of your spiral tabs. And there you go. This will be in there for a very long time. So now you have a nice covered journal for a nice gift for yourself to take notes with. Another thing is that you can do is use some of your scrap paper. And if you wanted, you could add a little pocket on the inside. You can decorate the front of it any way you like. And there you go. It's absolutely beautiful.